Hey there, change makers. Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, my name is Kira Siva. I am a spiritual mentor and healer, and today we are doing Who Are Your Guides? This was a request from somebody in the comments, so I'm so excited to be doing this. And I also had a request to try to do some closer visuals, so I'm trying to figure out the overhead camera thing. So the next few videos I'm going to be messing a lot with how to film, so please bear with me with that. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. Take a deep breath, connect with your intuition. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Again, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. All right, let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Pile number 1. All right, so the very first thing that I want to say about this pile, I chose these spirit animal totem cards. And when I was pulling the tarot cards, my intention was that your guide would match the tarot card to each one of these to just describe them more. So I just want to say the colors match up so freaking good. We have these beautiful red orangey tones. We've got, you know, this flamingo is this pink orange, which is reflected in the pentacle colors. There's even the blue. Love it. This little pop of yellow, so coordinated. And then these two have these beautiful purple tones to them. So once again, as we get into this reading, you're going to just be super excited about who your guide is. And this is just one of the ways that they are demonstrating their ability to affect physical manifest reality. Okay, so let's dive more into this. So your guide, one of the things that stands out in this reading is your guide is a master of miracles. Over here we have Rita of Cassia, the patroness of impossible causes. So her message is, I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibilities. Followed up right there by the cow spirit, the miracles are endless. And notice how there is the third eye in both of these. So when I was first turning over these cards, the very distinct feeling was that your guide that's coming through today to share that they are your guide is a very highly evolved soul. They are not a soul that needs to reincarnate again. They are a very highly evolved soul, and that's so freaking cool because they are really here to show you how the miracle of life happens. Sometimes when we get in high energy and miracle energy, you know, the way that we are socialized to look at things as a Westerner, I live in the US, you get the magic of life just taken out of your life constantly. And what happens is that you start filtering it out on your own. So when you start working with really evolved beings like this one, they are showing you how it is to actually pay attention, to wake up, to focus in the moment, to see what other people aren't seeing, because we filter out tons of information every day, and it's in those small little moments when nobody is really noticing that you're actually seeing the miracles happen in the lives of the people around you. So your guide really wants you, if you want to see your guide, like you want to sit, you need to sit in meditation, or really you need to like have closed-eyed meditation because you have a really evolved guide. So they will show themselves to you right through that way. So if you have dreams about cows, be on the lookout for that, and then sit in meditation and really focus on that third eye, because they want to deepen their their relationship with you. They want you to not only feel them, they want you to see them and hear them. And a lot of that happens in those moments of deep meditation where we can still the mind, quiet the heart, and really, beyond focusing beyond just your breathing, you really go into that sacred space in yourself to find a point of union with them. So miracles are a big player in your life. They were also really sharing with me that, so they are teaching you about the mechanisms of creation, the reality that is beyond our manifest, what we're used to calling reality. There is a lot of the underworkings to that, and they are helping you understand that higher wisdom, which is why they really want you to pay attention, to wake up, to really, you need to notice. You need to really notice. You need to be present and be aware. Notice the little things. Notice the symphony. They also really said that they actively are creating miracles in the lives of people around you. Yes, in your life, but they're really showing it to you in the lives of the people around you. And part of that is because when you give your gift to the world, they're showing you where your power lies within that. So when you are giving your gift to the world and things are happening in the lives of the people around you, they are showing you how those energetic mechanisms work, which is really so freaking cool. Over here we see, she's been in battles, right? And coming out on top. And that's really this message of, okay, when things are hard and tough, miracles happen. And it's really mostly focused on the lives around you, but also in your own life. Now this spirit guide that we're talking about today, also it just is such a delight and pleasure to read for this group. I would read for you any day of the week, because talking to your guide is exceptionally amazing. They are a guide that has been with you in between lives. So in between your last life and this life, they are the guide that is there with you in between lives, and they agreed to come down to help you in this life when you were in between. Normally the Four of Pentacles is, a little bit of a different message, but really what stands out to me in this card is this balance. She's holding this balance, and the flamingo is also about balance and harmony, and also about this in-between space. And that's what really, really came through strongly. It's your guide is a very evolved being, and it's actually a collective. When it's not a male or a female, it is when you go to the higher realms of consciousness, there is a unification of the duality. For us as humans, it's easier for us with our personalities and our human bodies to relate to masculine and feminine a lot of times. But that's for us here on the earth. And so your guide just wanted to share, when I was checking in with that part, they were just we're just all of it. We're not any of it, and we're all of it at the same time. So that's a part of that in between, is you have a guide that is so evolved that they can see past the duality of the life that you live in to show you and teach you about the miracle mechanisms of creation, which is so freaking cool. Okay, do you know how many people are interested in the deeper energetics, the deeper wisdom on the planet? You're you're a freaking special human, because that's not a conversation a lot of people want to have, So I was very, 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 very excited about that. Now over here in the Six of Wands, your guide wants you to know that you are going to be really successful in making your dreams come true. So you are understanding these deeper mechanisms about life, and a lot of times when you gain a wider vision and a deeper understanding of the purpose of life, of how the dynamics between people work, of why things happen in the world that happen that way, and at what level are you able to appropriately and safely influence those things in healthy and positive ways. Your vision of what success is changes. Your vision of what is open and available to you changes. So your guide really wants you to know that you are able to actually bring this greater vision that you have now to your life, and that you are gaining through this wisdom. You will be successful in that. And this whole lifetime, the whole thing that your spirit guide is teaching you, they are saying that you are actually learning it. You have been through the right kind of circumstances to learn it. And by the end of your life, you will have reached, you got what you came here to get, right? Like, you need to keep going on this path and just know that when you are all complete with this lifetime, you are going to be very happy with the results. You are going to feel like you actually did what you came here to do, and that you were very successful at that. And they just really want to reassure you that in the bigger picture of the cosmos, in the bigger picture of your soul's evolution, you are reaching the points that your soul always hoped you would. So I hope that's very comforting for you, because this is like such a big ethereal message. But it's also just, it's so exciting to read for it, because this is so cool. This is such a cool thing, like a confirmation that the intention you had for this life is being fulfilled, and you will have a very happy outcome with that. So keep going, really pay attention, and just know pile number one, this is like, if I were in your shoes, I would go sit down and meditate right away, because your guide is so freaking cool, so freaking cool. And your life journey and this whole arc that you are going through in this lifetime is so special. It's such a special thing. A lot of times people never get past wanting to make money, wanting to take care of material life. And there's nothing wrong with that at all whatsoever. We all have needs. We're all humans. I get it. It's just really special to find somebody that wants to go even deeper into consciousness, into reality, into the things unseen, into the bigger picture that goes above and beyond a lifetime, or this planet, or the stories that we are exposed to every day. So I'm just really thrilled about that, because I don't get to see that very often. So pile number one, you are very cool. Your guide is outstandingly awesome. Yeah, very cool. So go light a candle for them. Give a prayer of thanks, because you have a very blessed life. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. Leave me a heart emoji or a sparkle, a star emoji below if you chose pile number one. I would love to see who you are. And until next time, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Pile number two. Okay. So the very first impression of who your guide is from this pile is, this is somebody you knew, or someone that was attached to you from a familial experience or a friendship. Now, this could also be a passed on loved one. And a little trigger warning here, because we're going to talk about spirit babies. This could either be a passed on loved one, or it also could be a future child that you will have, or one that you like had a miscarriage and their soul is still hanging out with you because they love you. the biggest message from your guide is this is a guide who loves you. They love and they adore you, and they are going to walk through life with you. So if you've had a friend that has passed on, you've had a family member that has passed on, or sometimes we have, you know, our ancestors hang out with us and you don't know it's your ancestor, but they're here and they are walking with you through your life. Now, actually, I see that you two have a very funny relationship. Here we have this arguing back and forth, and then Aunt Spirit time to collaborate. So what I see is your guide is with you, and also you guys like talk a lot. Like you're the kind of person that walks around, you know, those memes where they're like, the way my spirit guide looks at me when, you know, they're trying to give me advice. That's that kind of funny tension. You have a very funny tension. They're like, hey, you need to go right. And you're like, I'm going to take a left turn today. They're like, come on. It's so sweet and so endearing, and you know, they're always watching out. You absolutely always are making the correct decisions when it comes to big things, but there's this like tension, there's this little pull. They are a little catty, a little spicy, a little zingy. They're fun, they're playful, and like the level of love that is coming through for you is so tremendous. And that's why I say, like, there's just this strong friendship to it. You know how you have that one friend where you can really banter with them? That's how it is with you too, right? Like you are just able to vibe like that. So even when you think, just a reminder, when you think your spirit guide's not listening to you, they are absolutely listening to you and talking back at the same time, which I absolutely love. Now this guide, because they are in the spirit realm, they are able to see things from more of a cosmic view, right? They don't have the blinders that we have on as humans. So they are really showing you how to use your intuition and really bringing an enlightened vision to you. They're walking with you through life, and they are really like, when they give you guidance, they're giving you intuitive nudges. They're, you know, it's almost like I just got like this image of someone having the wind physically blow them at their back. Like you're walking down the street and the wind blows you in a certain direction. Like that's how they are in your life, because they love the crap out of you. And what they're really teaching you how to do is how to trust yourself and how to trust your intuition and how to really connect to this higher vision of life. Right? So they get to see beyond the illusions that we live in, and they are pushing you in directions and towards things that help open you up towards enlightenment, that help open you up towards a higher vision. Now over here, they're also really strongly helping you with your personal transformation. This is like the things you have gone through in your life and that you continue to go through and that you will go through are all catalysts for your deep healing and your personal growth and your personal transformation. So you're on a spiritual level, you are working a lot through being able to fully regain the most pure and truest experience of self that you possibly can. And a lot of times that comes with having to strip away all of the labels that come with that, and to really look at all of the attachments and the desires. And that's a lot of work. Honestly, in one lifetime, that's a lot of work to be doing. So they're really here helping you through such a significant and major transformation. And they want to let you know that you are, you have been successful at doing that. You're going to continue to be successful in doing that. And in the future, you will still be successful doing that, because if you try not to, they are literally going to be in your ear chiding you. Like, they will make sure you reach the finish line of where you are running to in this lifetime. God, and I love this. Look at, you've got these two buddies here, these two buddies here, these two buddies here. Like, oh, if you had a best friend, this is how I feel like, if you had a best friend that was on the other side, this is that person for you. Like, they are your bestie. They have got you. They have got you so freaking deeply. I really love this relationship. Just like what is coming through for that, because you guys are fun. You're characters together, and you're loved. And so you are going to get the results that you want. So whatever you've been working towards in your life, whatever trajectory you're on, whatever personal growth you've been going through, whatever things you have been sifting through and taking away, just rest assured that your bestie on the other side says, hey, like, I got this, stadium seat view, and I'm going to tell you, you're running down the field and you're going to make it. You've got this. You've got this. They are your number one cheerleader. So they are incredibly helpful. They are helping you manage a lot of the little details and really pushing you in the directions you need to go. So just trust your intuition. And the biggest thing is, when you want to meet this guide, when you want to speak to them, when you want to really feel them, go to your heart. Really breathe, like calm your body. Move your awareness down into your heart, open up your heart space, and just be like, hey bestie, like, what's up? What do we need to do? Like, what do I do in this situation? And have that really heart to heart conversation with them, and they will send their messages through your heart. So they have all this intuition and all this stuff they're doing on the outside, but these deeper, profound conversations that you like have to have, and you need that guidance, go to your heart and use that as the way to connect to them. The spirits aren't very, like, they don't have the mind, right? But they have the heart feeling. So that is literally the best way to connect to them. If you miss them, you have a picture of them. You have something that symbolizes them, or if you make something that symbolizes them, say you go to nature and you find cool rocks, or you find just kind of like a special piece of nature. Sometimes I would say like, like bark, or making some art out of sticks and grass. Be creative. It could look like a lot of ways. That's just the images that I'm getting. Whatever represents that for you, that can really help you. So pile number 2, you're loved. Your guide, their main message to you is, hey, bestie, I love you and I'm here for you, and like, you're crushing it, so keep going. All right, pile number 2, if you like this reading, please give it a like and a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Pile number 3. Okay, so pile number 3, a couple of the first things that I just really want to point out is that you have a very trickster spirit guide. We see that over here in the coyote spirit, and I also very much get the feeling that she is a female, or a more feminine energy. And it could be a really like ancient ancestor, someone that has lived hundreds and hundreds of years ago. But her energy is to sort of trick you into enlightenment. Sometimes when we walk towards our own enlightenment, our minds get in the way, our fears get in the way, our self-sabotaging behaviors get in the way. And so she's really here to help you overcome these limitations in your life. And she's like tricking you into doing that, which I love, because sometimes, when you ask for something, you expect it to come in a certain way, and then like bam, it comes in a back way that you would have never expected to happen, but it completely fulfills the desire. And it's really fun and really, really exciting. So her main energy that she's carrying for you into this life, that she is teaching you about, is about true freedom. And we see this over in the Mira she's the saint of true freedom. So when I was pulling this card, I really asked your spirit guide to show me like the main energy they're bringing to the table. And so this is their main energy, is she wants you to experience freedom. There are so many reasons in this planet of limitation where we can feel really trapped. We can feel really stuck by the things that have happened to us. So she's really here to help you overcome a lot of the limiting beliefs and the like basic programming that we can see this challenge happening. So she's here to help you overcome those kind of challenges. So maybe there was a relationship you've previously had that you are now becoming more free of and you're really teasing apart. Maybe there was a lot of heartbreak that you experienced. And there's a lot of times when the outside really influences us. One of her biggest lessons for you is to not break your own heart. And we sometimes break our own hearts through the way we choose to speak to ourselves about situations and the meaning that we give to the situations that happen in our life. So two identical people could go through an identical situation and get a very different life experience out of them. So she's really here to help you open up. I'm really getting the words. I'm here to help you not break your own heart. I'm here to help you not live in your own limitations, and those limitations are what's breaking your heart. So she's here to help you really touch into this infinite wisdom, this beautiful, beautiful infinite wisdom, this ability to go into your soul space, to see from 30,000, foot view, to really understand from a bigger perspective so that the details and the experiences of your life are viewable within a more cosmic perspective. She's also really here. Not only is she a very, very bright, shiny, we've got the peacock spirit, so she's flashy. You have a very flashy guide. She's I'm seeing like illuminated light, like a ball of illuminated light. This invitation is that you can see her in your third eye. So when you go inside, when you pray, when you meditate, when you take moments of pause and you close your eyes and you just connect to soul, you're going to meet her. You're going to be able to feel her. She will make her presence known to you because she's very good at being flashy and of sending you reminders of when she's around. And she's also really encouraging you to live through your heart and to radiate that freedom. So every time that you overcome something, let me put it this way. When you heal your heart and when you see the world through a framework of belief that supports your life to grow, to be loved, to be whole, to be healthy, one of the things that happens when you get over those kind of limitations is that your heart is going to soften, your emotional heart's going to soften, and it's going to open. So one of the key indicators that you are on track is when you're able to relax and have a more radiantly open heart, which you absolutely can do. And if you're not in that moment right now, don't worry about it. She's going to help you get there, and it's going to be a lot of fun for you. She's going to outmaneuver your mind, right? Because that, honestly, in our spiritual lives, in our development, our mind really runs the show, and it causes a lot of problems when it does that. So she's helping you outmaneuver that so that you can really experience the bliss, the truth, the most authentic and genuine and beautiful part of who you are, who you radiantly are. So we can see here in the peacock spirit, we could say this is the throat, but I feel like this is a heart to me in here. And the same thing is happening over in the Mirabai. So this is like, these are your heart is shining through. And she also speaks to you through your heart. So when you feel joy, when you feel like your heart is being called to something and you feel like your heart is illuminated, that is your spirit guide working with you to really pull you into those life experiences that you need in order to become more whole and to really experience the infinite wisdom of who you are. And I love that. Pile number 3, this is a really, really cool reading. I really love your spirit guide. She is a hoot. She's a hoot. She's a lot of fun, and she's a trickster, and trickster teachers are a handful. They're a handful, let's not joke, but it's fun. It's fun. It's going to keep it interesting for you. It's going to show you how to outsmart your mind, and ultimately you are going to be opening up to so much more freedom as you work with her and she guides you through life. All right, pile number 3. If you like this reading, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. And until next time, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day.